Hey everybody, happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
And thank you for making us these mint juleps. Let's
You're
see
welcome.
how they taste.
I call this the Eugene Levy. Eyebrows up.
Oh, okay. All right, well, let's drink the mint juleps. Very refreshing.
So refreshing on a hot day. It's not even that hot today. It's just
No.
balmy and really, really warm.
Well, this is the first week in a couple of weeks we're not coming back from a tiki boat tour or a trip to an international city. It's
yes.
just a regular week in the suburbs.
Things have calmed down somewhat.
Yes. I'm wearing my Philippe shirt though, so I kind of feel like I'm on a trip. You got me this Philippe shirt.
And I am the trailer park supervisor.
You guys went on on your Sando trip to Philippe's a couple
Yes.
weeks ago.
Awesome
On the
place.
train up to LA to get your sandwiches.
Such a good sandwich.
Yes. And all I got was this T-shirt.
Well, we'd have brought you back a sandwich, but you don't eat the meat that they like on the Sandos. So
Well, maybe next time just like some coleslaw or something.
bring your roll.
There you go. Okay, so let's do a market minute. And this time, so this is the one time a month where we just have the one slide because the San Diego Association of Realtors data just came out.
Yes,
So
the month-over-month slide.
Yes, you ready to talk about it?
Yes, indeed.
All right. And here we go. Oh, I ruined the timer again. There we go.
Okay, so today, or this week in San Diego real estate, we are looking at the San Diego County month-over-month overview. New listings are down by 5%. After appearing that they were going to continue to climb, they did not, down 5%. Pendings down 8.3%, which is also partially due to new listings being down a bit. Closed sales down 11.1%, which is a lagging indicator from the month before. Days on market are up 3.7%, which equates to 1 day. So it went from 27 to 28 days, and median price was up 3% from May to June, which is yet another significant jump in median price that I wasn't necessarily expecting to see. And so buyers have it a little better, but not that much because, pendings are down, new listings are also down. So still a seller's market, and that's what's going on.
Okay. I guess I should have mentioned to people that if you hear chopping and crashing noises, that's John in the kitchen. He's right over there.
Yes.
You're multitasking. You've got, what do you guys got going on in there?
Well, we are making a meatloaf. John and I are making a meatloaf, and then we're also making the Thomas Jefferson macaroni and cheese dish that we like to make.
And John is on deck right now, but he might pop in here with a question or a comment. So
He might.
He
but
might
I
if we're
think-
lucky.
Yeah, if we're lucky, he will.
Okay.
He's gone from sous chef to assistant relief weekend chef to assistant chef at this point.
Well, he's gonna be taking your job pretty soon.
That'd be fine if I don't have to do any more cooking.
All right, let's talk about stuff. We're going to do a little show and tell here. So this was in our backyard this week, and our first dragon fruit flower bloomed this week. And you have to pollinate these by hand because in their native South America or other regions they come from, they're usually pollinated by bats, which are nocturnal. We don't have that many bats around here. So you got to pollinate them by hand. by hand.
One of the few bat-pollinated plants on the planet, I would guess.
Yeah, I think there's some other ones, but I'm not that.
So
that
over there
much.
on the side is the flower, and then, or the what do you call the part that gets pollinated?
Well, you've got some anthers and some stamens and some pistils. And
Yeah.
believe it or not, I used to be a botany major and I knew all this stuff really well. But since then, my brain has gotten stuffed full of other things.
Yeah.
Anyway, I wasn't
we
prepared.
pollinated that plant,
Yes.
and the flower closed back up, and soon enough it will be a fruit.
Yes.
And we're going to be doing this many, many times over the summer because we've got lots of little dragon fruit buds out there.
Yes. All right, dragon fruit. Okay, now let's talk about some other stuff going on in the backyard.
Okay.
And I'm going to put the sound on.
Oh, God. Okay, yeah, let's...
So for those of us...
Do I need to listen to this?
Well,
I've been listening to this.
for an honest reaction, I think
All
you
right.
might need to hear it.
Let's do it.
So can you explain what we're about to see here?
Okay, so as many of you know, and we've talked about, Lennar Homes is building the trails at Carmel Mountain Ranch in our neighborhood, which is 701 for-sale condominiums and 125 affordable apartments. Behind our house is the site of the future Shoal Creek Park, the city of San Diego's newest park. And apparently, in order to make a park, you can't just take an open space and plant and water the grass. You have to do this
all day long.
Yes. Bear in mind, this was a lovely little valley here that was grassy.
Lots of wildlife living in there.
Lots of wildlife and trees. But Lennar came and laid waste to all of that.
Took out all the trees, even though they later admitted they weren't supposed to.
Right. And this flat area that you're looking at used to be an undulating, valley sort of thing. So they have raised the level of this thing up. So what you're saying, I mean, this doesn't even begin to really paint the picture of what it's like inside the house while this is going on.
And I turned the noise on, but you can't even really, you can't really tell, the scope of it. It's just all day long crashing and banging and clanging and
beep, beep. Yeah, the dump trucks just keep coming.
This water truck over here, sometimes it sprays water, I think in an attempt to keep the dust down. But today it was just driving around and there was no water, so I'm not sure what the point of it was.
Yeah, they just
Here's
wanted
some more dump trucks.
Keeping up appearances.
So there's a parade of dump trucks all day long, and then we've got the bulldozers as well. I already mentioned the water truck. There's other kinds of trucks. I don't even know what all's going on here, but it's very noisy, and it starts at about 7:30 in the morning and goes until mid to late afternoon, and they don't take a break for lunch.
The trucks start idling at about 6:45, and then they get fired up about 7.
Okay, well I guess 7:30. That was an estimate because I don't look at the clock. I don't like to know what time it is if I wake up.
Well, what's been happening to me all summer is that I wake up at about 6:30, and I know, or 6 even, sometimes 5:30, and I know that this is coming, and I just can't ever get back to sleep. I mean. And a lot of people are probably like, what, you don't get up until 7? Well, it's summertime and folks are out of school. I don't have to drive anybody to school.
Oh, here's a butterfly that I hatched, though.
So
we were up late working, too.
Right. So summertime is, pretty much the only time when we might have an opportunity to ever sleep in, but not this year.
No, not this year.
Not this year. Not even on holidays, Lennar.
Yeah, okay. Well, I guess, we're going to try not to complain too much, but they've been working on holidays when they're not supposed to. And you're on the phone with folks trying to figure out what's going on, and they're like, oh, we're allowed to work. And the city folks are like, oh, well, maybe they could, but then it turns out later that they weren't supposed to be, and then they're like, oh, we're sorry.
Now it's up in the air again. Basically, it doesn't matter. They do whatever the hell they want, and in a couple of years, they'll be gone.
Well, you had a meeting this morning with the Lennar Homes lady because you're the Carmel Mountain Ranch Community Council chairman.
Correct.
And it sounds like they're going to throw you a bone as far as some compensation for all the time and trouble.
Yes.
So what's happening there?
Well, so next week, and I'm not going to say when because then a lot of people are going to try and crash the party. Next week, at some point, the clubhouse, the CMR clubhouse, is going to be torn down. And this has been an icon in Carmel Mountain Ranch for the last 35 years. And the day before they begin tearing it down, they're going to bring me in and give me a hard hat and a vest and a sledgehammer. And they're going to give me the opportunity to hit some stuff.
What are you going to get to hit?
I don't know exactly. I don't know. Probably a wall or something.
Can you hit a window?
The windows, the vandals have broken those all out already, so probably not. But
ruining our fun.
What they might not realize is that I've had plenty of practice swinging a sledgehammer because Rue makes me swing a sledgehammer sometimes. That's my trainer. Get the workout by swinging the sledgehammer. So I can hit pretty hard with the sledgehammer, and hopefully They tried to say They tried to say we couldn't take pictures, and I said, nah, we got to be able to take pictures. And they said, well, you can't post the pictures. But they didn't say I couldn't stream the pictures.
Does putting them up on our live stream count as posting them?
I don't know.
We'll think of it.
Basically, the whole problem is that, it's a liability issue. And of course, I probably shouldn't even be talking about it. But
well, that's what we do. We talk about stuff.
Right.
Okay, let's talk about some summer stuff now.
Yes.
So San Diego has made a list of the best U.S. road trip destinations. Ooh. Okay. Gunther Mitsubishi, a car dealership in Coconut Creek, Florida, has surveyed a bunch of people and asked them to name the ultimate family-friendly road trips they desire to experience. So I'm not sure how scientific this is, but it was done by a car dealership in Florida, so it's got to be legitimate.
The people of Coconut Creek, Florida have deemed.
All right, so let's go to their survey here. Okay, so this is what the people of Coconut Creek, Florida want to do. Let me move us over to this side. Flagstaff to Grand Canyon. Colorado Springs to Great Sand Dunes. Hilo to Kailua Kona. Boston to Cape Cod. Buffalo to Niagara Falls. Okay, so then we get into their lesser. We're down here at number 10. LA to Los Angeles.
That's not a very nice road trip. I mean,
Well,
anybody who desires to take that road trip has never tried to do it. I mean, it's fine, but...
Well, these ones were ranked higher than us.
Right.
Nashville to Chattanooga.
Never done it.
Sacramento to Lake Tahoe.
Done that one.
Okay, is that better than LA to San Diego?
I mean, scenery-wise, well, I mean, the scenery from LA to San Diego, once you get to the ocean, is beautiful. But then you're just so pissed off about sitting in traffic that you might not notice it. Sacramento to Tahoe is nice.
Okay. New Orleans to Baton Rouge,
Yeah.
Honolulu to North Shore.
Never done it.
Now, let's see what their least
Oh, yes.
least favorite.
Hanford to Fresno.
Tupelo to Oxford.
Oh.
Birmingham to Huntsville. All right. Okay. Well,
Are there any other California ones in this list? Connecticut. Well, there's
no.
there's a lot of other.
Oh wait, San Francisco to Monterey. I'm surprised that's not ranked higher. I guess the people of
That's a pretty beautiful
yeah.
trip.
I guess the people of Florida didn't know about that one, but
Yep. All
Okay.
right. Cool.
more summer stuff. Taco Bell is opening a luxurious retirement community experience in San Diego. Is that your Eugene Levy again?
Yes.
For 1 weekend only. For its rewards members, the chance to sit back, relax, and enjoy an early retirement. So this experience is called the Cantinas. It's an innovative early retirement community where guests can embrace a laid-back lifestyle.
Wait a minute. A Taco Bell housing community?
Yeah, but it's only for 1 weekend.
Oh.
So they're opening up, you can register on June 16th,
Okay.
but it's happening in August. So it's more for Gen Z, 21 and older, than actual retirees. So I went to the
Gen Z.
website here. You don't like Gen Z?
No, I love Gen Z.
Well, we've got one in there cooking you dinner right now. So.
Okay. I did.
So they've got a little map of where it is, and it's, okay. Welcome to Paradise. So you can get either a day pass or a weekend pass.
2 tickets to
Right.
paradise.
And let's learn more here.
Frequently
Make
asked
it-
questions. What the hell is this?
Yeah. Here, you
What
check
is
it
the
out for a second.
What is the Cantinas? The Cantinas is an early retirement community designed to let everyone live like a retiree, okay? Is the Cantinas permanent? The Cantinas is here for a good time, not a long time. A single weekend to be exact, but don't worry, Taco Bell's Cantina chicken menu is here for good. Okay, you can eat like you're in an early retirement community at Taco Bell. Ugh, Taco Bell chicken, please.
Maybe it's gotten better. I don't know. It's been a while since I
Yeah,
had Taco Bell.
Well, yeah, Taco Bell. Where is the Cantinas located? Just outside sunny San Diego, about 30 minutes from San Diego.
We'll get back to that. I found out where it is.
Probably like Fallbrook.
Well,
or
they
something.
don't tell you exactly, but based on the map, it can
Okay.
tell where it is.
How much does it cost to join? The weekend membership is $150. This includes shared overnight accommodations for ticket holder and guest, 2 tickets to paradise, like I said, with full access to amenities, recreation, dining, entertainment, and more. The day pass is $50. Score a membership. How do I score a membership? Those eager to score a membership can stay up to date on booking community itinerary announcements with Taco Bell rewards. Jeez, okay.
All right. Anyway, okay. So you can get these passes here, and this might be the only chance that you and I ever get to experience retirement. So maybe we should do these.
I plan to retire like this,
Yeah. Okay.
in a pine box.
All right. So here's where it is. So they say this is Rancho Santa Fe, but I think it might be one of those Rancho Santa Fe addresses that is like sort of Rancho Santa Fe.
They have a P.O. box in
Yeah.
Rancho Santa Fe.
Yeah. La Valle Coastal Club.
Ah, okay.
So this is a location where it is. It looks like you can stay there for $138 a night if it's not Taco Bell time.
Okay,
But
okay.
here's some pictures of the location that they're going to turn into their Taco Bell themed retirement experience. Looks like they've got golf and
Current coffee makers.
condos.
Nice.
You could have like a wedding or something here. I never knew about this place, but there's lots of corners of San Diego like this. It's
Yep.
like a nice clubhouse.
Yeah.
Anyway, Taco Bell retirement experience. Check it out.
Sweet.
All right.
When is this?
It's in August.
Okay. Maybe we should do it.
We'll think of it. Okay, so there's some stuff going on Shelter Island. And when I first saw this, I was concerned.
Uh-oh.
They're planning to redevelop Shelter Island commercial fishing wharf. And my
Don't
first
touch
thought was,
it.
yeah, you don't mess with, if this is America's Cup Harbor near Mitch's, no, don't do it. But this is Driscoll's Wharf on Shelter Island.
Okay.
So it sounds like they're planning to revamp some aging docks and buildings. And they don't get into exactly what they're doing, but the Board of Port Commissioners say they're into it, so far. $3.1 million. They're going to fix up some stuff.
That's not that extensive.
They don't say exactly what they're going to do.
You can hardly do anything for $3.1 million.
So this is where it is over here, Driscoll Wharf.
Where is Mitch's?
Mitch's is
Over here.
This is America's
okay,
Cup
all
Harbor
right.
here.
Yeah,
So-
so like when we... All right, yeah, okay, go ahead. Continue.
Well, they didn't say what they're going to do. Hopefully they're not going to mess it up too much. But this area, all right, fix it up, do what you're going to do. But if they had been talking about over here where America's Cup Harbor is with Mitch's, Tiki Time Bay Tours, no, if they were going to mess with that and change it up at all, other than, fixing it to make it look exactly like it is, only, more, only like not rotting and full of barnacles and stuff.
Yeah.
I would go down there and chain myself to a dock, and I would go on a hunger strike, except where I would only eat clam chowder from Mitch's.
I would only eat fried fish from Mitch's.
Okay.
Shout out to Poppy Chulo. That's just, you figure it out. You figure it out.
All right, that was a little non sequitur.
Yes.
But maybe we need to find a cause we can do this for anyway. It sounds like they're not messing with America's Cup Harbor.
That's good.
We need to find a cause where we can go and chain ourselves to a dock and only subsist on Mitch's until they give us our way.
Well, I've always been of the opinion, and I think I'm kind of right, that they are never really going to do a serious redevelopment of this strip of land here or of Shelter Island because there's just so much freaking money.
I hope they don't. They better not be trying to put a Top Golf or something on there because this spot is pretty much perfect as it is. They need to leave this area alone.
There are so many like multi-million-dollar boats parked in this area that I just think there's just so much money that they're not going to mess with it. The people that have their yachts and stuff here, they want to leave it alone.
That's right, yacht folks. Don't let them mess with America's Cup Harbor.
I mean, if you really want a cool San Diego experience, go park your car down here at the park and just walk up and down Shelter Island Drive and check out all of these places. There's so many yachts in dry dock here, and some of them are from far-flung corners of America. Like when we were walking down here, there's this big, giant yacht in dry dock, and it said it was from Gloucester, Maine. And I mean, it must... So first of all,
is there a silent shire in Gloucester, Maine?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
But so just to repair the yacht is probably many thousands of dollars, but how much did it cost to get it here?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Anyway, there's a ton of money down here. Money like you and I can't really,
Not yet anyway.
Not
We'll
yet.
all be rich one day, but not today.
Yes, we will, all of us. Anybody watching this right now is going to be rich.
We're all going to be rich.
Anybody talking right now or anybody watching right now.
We're all going to be partying it up on a boat together. Okay, so you can walk down here, but I don't want to belabor this. But you can, since we're saying you should walk up and down here and check it out, walk down here to the end too. There's an osprey nest and Kona Kai. I mean, all kinds of cool stuff.
This is one of the best places, and we've probably already gone over this because we were just here, but
I think we did talk about this like 2 weeks ago.
If you stand here on Shelter Island, you can not only see the cool stuff over here, but you can look right across to everything in downtown. This is just one of the best spots in San Diego to be, and it's confusing because you are looking south out of the bay.
And even like a little bit to the east sometimes.
Yeah. So the sun is setting over here when you're standing on Shelter Island because you're looking over here expecting to see the sunset, but it's actually happening over here on Sunset Cliffs.
Somewhat disorienting.
Okay, belaboring the point.
Okay, once again, that's one of our favorite things to do, but we're trying not to do it as much. Okay, so let's talk about grocery store stuff.
Okay.
So you know how grocery stores are always merging and regulatory folks are trying to get them to be less of a monopoly and less of a conglomerate.
Hold that thought. How's it going, John?
I just took the pasta
Sweet.
Good job, John. Okay, so Vons and Albertsons are trying to merge, and federal regulators are trying to put. Oh no, what's happening here?
What do you mean?
I mean, look at where
There we are.
we're messed up. Oh, okay. All right, we're back. Yeah, we glitched out for a second. Now we're all like overexposed out here. Okay, sorry, folks. I don't know what happened there, but I think it was John's fault. John talking to us kind of made our feed glitch out. Okay, there we go. So federal regulators they're not so much into this merger of Albertsons and Vons.
Didn't we already try this?
Well, we'll get to that.
Okay.
Yes, we did. So to try and appease the regulators, this new conglomerate is selling off several Vons, Pavilions, and Albertsons stores in Southern California and maybe some other areas, and selling them to this C&S, where did this go? C&S something. Wholesalers, maybe?
Yeah.
They own Piggly Wiggly and a bunch of other places. So it seems like there's likely to be a shakeup if the regulators allow. They're going to sell all of these stores here. Not the one where, I think there's one in Rancho Bernardo maybe, but, Bernardo Plaza Drive Vons.
Yeah, okay.
Garnet Avenue, Truxton. And they're going to sell them to this C&S wholesalers. I think I already said they own Piggly Wiggly.
Yes.
They don't say what they're going to do with the stores if it happens. This is the place that is going to possibly buy them. Let's see. These are the folks that are going to be running the show here.
Okay.
If you want to see who's going to be opening
Eric
up.
Wynn, Chief Executive Officer.
Bill Boyd. He looks like he is very tan.
Yes.
So I'm not going to say anything about these folks or how.
We're sure they're beautiful
Yes.
people.
And very good at running grocery stores.
Yes.
So this reminded me of, you remember, I think it was 9 years ago, 2015 or so.
Yeah.
When federal regulators said that, I think it was Albertsons had to sell off some of their stores because they had too many. And so they sold them to Hagen, which was Florida based, is that
Yeah, I
right?
think
Oh,
so.
again, with Florida stuff.
Lennar is a Florida company.
Of course they are. So we had, if you guys remember, we had Hagen's briefly in San Diego.
Yeah, for like 4 months.
Well, there was all kinds of drama. It didn't work out for Hagen. They had to pull out of San Diego and
Sell the stuff back to Albertsons.
sell the stuff back to Albertsons. It was a weird deal. And they accused Albertsons of misrepresenting how much they could get for misrepresenting prices.
Yes.
And when we went into Hagen, it was overpriced. We're like, dang, we could go over here to Ralph's and, this is way less, or Trader Joe's or whatever.
Yeah. Albertsons set Hagen up to fail is what they did.
But also the Hagen folks, I mean, they could have sent somebody in to check prices, like how much is a gallon of milk.
They didn't do their due diligence.
No, and it didn't work out for them. They
Never let the seller do your due diligence for you.
Exactly.
Everybody
Yeah, that's
knows
a
that.
lesson in business. And this is another
Look at
example.
Kelly Clarkson, she's really lost a lot of weight.
This is another example of a company coming into Southern California and thinking they're gonna, have a piece of the market share. And the Southern Californians, they
We eat you
them up
alive. Don't come here from Michigan thinking you're gonna.
or Florida or
Florida,
wherever, Minnesota. Yeah.
So Lennar seems to be doing a pretty good job of it.
Well, they're not done yet, but we'll see. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we all remember when the Hagen stores closed.
Yes.
All right. Anyway, some of us do. So I went back in my Google Photos and I have a couple of pictures of. So these are our folks there. This is 2015. They were, 6
Little
and
ones, yeah.
little ones. And this is the 70% off closing sale at Hagen.
70% off of those shelves.
Should I use this butter for the mac and cheese?
Yes.
Okay.
John has a butter question.
Yes.
And here's one. I have one other here too.
Oh my goodness.
It looks like there was some eggs and some dairy.
70% off of those signs.
70% off is probably about retail price.
You could peel up the floor tiles and maybe buy some of those. Look at her. Oh my goodness. Okay.
All right. So let's go to British Columbia. Back to British Columbia, where a chicken has earned a Guinness World Record by identifying numbers, colors, and shapes.
Okay.
So these people in Gabriola Island, this lady's a veterinarian. She bought 5 chickens and taught them to identify magnetic letters and numbers.
Do the chickens have large talons?
I don't know, but they are maybe smarter than you think a chicken might be. So let's just skip on to YouTube here. And I've skipped ahead to a spot where the chickens are actually doing this identification. So let's
Okay,
take a look
see.
at
Let's
this.
see what's up with these chickens.
So then I started to put the chickens a few feet away from where I wanted them to make the choice, and then move the target, and that way
Oh,
they
letter
walked
A. The
4
chickens
or
are
5
finding
feet
letter
until
A.
they had to make a choice, and the accuracy went way up. They were now doing 80 or 90% accuracy all the time. So now I could keep adding more and more letters and see how many letters I could put in there, and they could still pick out the A. And I found that with pretty good accuracy, I could put the entire alphabet into the tray, move the letter A into different positions, and they were still able to pick it out. Not 100% of the time, but around 80 or 90% of the time. I worked with all 6 of the chickens, and all
Oh,
6
6
chickens were
chickens.
able to do it.
I call that one little Jerry Seinfeld. Chicken in the bread pan scratching out dough.
Those are some smart chickens.
Yeah.
All right. Have we seen enough of these chickens?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my.
All right. That's all.
Have we come to the end of our fun?
That's all I have.
All right,
Is there anything
well-
you wanted to talk about?
Not particularly. I mean, it's thank you, of course, for watching. Like, share, subscribe, and comment. As I always say, price it well if you want to sell. I always say that too. What else? I'm hungry, and I'm glad that John's been working on dinner, and I'm going to go in here and help him out. We're going to have some lovely bison meatloaf. It's a recipe that John and I have developed and perfected over the last few years, and we're making a mac
Over
and
8 years of cooking in the octagon?
yes, over 8 years of cooking in the octagon. We're making the Thomas Jefferson mac and cheese, which is
a
a
good one.
recipe
Always a
we'd be
favorite.
happy to share. It's on the internet. I don't know how accurate it is that it's actually Thomas Jefferson's recipe, but apparently he went to France and learned that he liked macaroni and cheese and came back to the States and would serve it. So we're doing all that. And yeah, it's been a
All
while
right.
since I ate anything, so I'm probably feeling a little bit hungry and
All right, well, let's
disoriented.
get to it.
Yes.
All right, well, thanks for stopping by, everybody. Hope you all have a great weekend, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.